Hey, what's going on, guys? In today's video, we are going to be showing you exactly how to start your first conversion ad campaign, show you all the basics, and show you all the things you should be paying attention to when you're first making your campaign. And we're even going to show you guys an example of one of our ads that has gotten us 4 sales on our Shopify store. But before I get into any of this, guys, as you have requested, we have just made our Discord group, Dropship Dropouts, and the link is down below. All you got to do is just click on it and enter it. Make yourself a Discord channel if you don't have one. We are going to have everything here: voice channels, Shopify ads help, Shopify help itself, and just a general chat. You'll be able to talk to me and Dennis there personally. We'll always be helping you guys, answering any questions. But anyway, let's get on with the video and start talking about some Facebook ads and making them. So here's the page right here. As you can see, this is what you do when you click create an ad. And here you have a bunch of options on ads you're going to look at, but today we're only going to be looking at conversions because that is the most important thing in the Shopify store. You need to convert traffic into purchases, and there's no better way of doing it than the conversions ad. So we're just going to click here, and here we're going to have a campaign name, and the way me and Dennis like to name it is just write conversions, so we know what kind of ad we're making, and then the name of the product that we're selling. So it would be a gear shifter here that we're going to be working with today.
Now, what you guys have to know is that this is for a beginner, and this is for someone that is just starting making Facebook ads. Obviously, if you already have Facebook ad data or customer emails and everything, you'll be going about this differently, but this is just for the beginners. For the more advanced users, we will be making a video in the future going into more detail about how we optimize our ads and how we scale them.
Yeah, so once you're on this page, what you're going to want to do is name your ad set name. Now, your ad set is essentially the interests and the targeting that you've done, and then past that is a level called just the ad. So here we're talking about the ad set. So here what you'd want to do is maybe write US. So we obviously know it's going to be a gear shift, and you'd write interest, like in this one we're gonna do automotive interests. So we're gonna be focusing only on automotive and maybe number 1. So we might have 3 different automotive interests. And that's basically going to help us when we're looking at our ad sets, and I'll show you guys the ad planner in a second. We're going to be able to see that this one is automotive 1, automotive 2, maybe political, maybe page likes, or whatever you're using to narrow down your audience. Here is what you're going to put up here. You can name it however you want. This is how me and Dennis like to do it. Here is going to be your conversion goal, your conversion event. So automatically when you install a Facebook pixel, because of the integration with Shopify, you're going to have a bunch of different events that Shopify is going to track for you. And here, as you can see, a lot of them are green, and that's because Facebook has actually tracked those things happening. So we have purchases, we don't have add to wish lists or lead or complete registrations, because that's not what our site is designed to do. So we're going to hit on purchase. Even if it's red, hit on purchase. Okay, that's what we'll optimize your delivery of this ad to get the most conversions at the lowest cost. Okay, so that's what we want to do. All right. Here you can add custom audiences, so you can make custom audiences. So for example, if you already have an automotive audience and you're making a different ad for a different product that's very similar, you can make an audience, save it, and then just use that audience elsewhere. You can make an audience based on people who've come back to your store. That's how you make retargeting campaigns and so on. We're not going to talk too much about it.
For location, you guys want to start with the United States just because it has the largest potential reach, and the ads, you guys will be able to find a lot of ads or products that have already been tested out in the United States. In the future, we'll show you how. And you guys will be able to see that those sell well in the United States, but might not sell well in other regions. And it's better to just start with the United States. And then once you have selected which ad performs well, then you guys can push it to other regions.
Yeah. So again, we're starting with the United States. We're going to put up to 23. That's what we found works the best. You can obviously leave it at 18 if you really want to just get some data. 18-year-olds don't have as much money, but hey, if it's a free plus shipping model like we're going to be showing you here, it could definitely work on them. So this is the most important part of the whole ad experience here. We are going to be narrowing down the audience and actually telling Facebook what kind of people we want. Because right now we're just telling Facebook 23 to 65-year-olds and all genders. And as you can see, the potential reach is 200 million. So that's almost like 2/3 of the United States. So here, we're just going to start off with, let me show you guys the ad first. So this is the ad that we had running, and this is an ad that has converted for us in the past. So as you can see, it is just a standard picture from AliExpress. All we did was we added 2 pictures from AliExpress in the background and just blurred them to give it that kind of depth field, added some contrast, added this text, added some stickers, and that was it. Really not much to it. First ad worked right away. Amazing. Like literally could not have asked for better. So here, we'd write something like manual transmission. And then here's where it gets interesting. We can just hit suggestions, and Facebook will actually start to suggest interests that are that are relevant to that interest. So
Now, of course, you guys got to use your heads a little bit. Don't just click on every single suggestion that pops up. Some of them might just simply not apply to your product or just wouldn't make too much sense. Facebook is smart, but not that smart.
yeah, so what we do here is, so we'd look at these, get an idea of what we want to add, we'd hit narrow audience, and then we'd write something like mechanic, right? That showed up there. So mechanic. We'd also go, this is something we add to every single one of our ads, narrow further again. So what this is doing is essentially telling Facebook he must check off all of these things. He must be interested, or she must be interested in manual transmission, mechanic, and must also match at least one of the following. So
now, for the next one, we want to do engaged shopper. So that's essentially anyone who has clicked on a Shop Now ad from someone else in the past 7 days. So that shows that those are people that are much more likely to actually click on your ad and go to the page.
Yeah. So as you can see, people who have clicked the call to action button shop now in the past. So Facebook it's a huge market, and just add it there. It helps, obviously. And then our goal here is to have a potential reach of at least 100,000 to 1 million. And right now it's showing 67 million. And that's because we have expand interests when it may increase conversions at a lower cost. So you want to turn that off. Otherwise, you're going to show it to too many people.
And wow, there you go. Our potential reach is 110,000 people, which is ideal because it's on the lower end of the 100,000 to 1 million. So it's a little bit more targeted, but at the same time, you have the potential to reach a lot of people, and you're not limiting your options there.
Yeah, so there you go. So I just added automobiles just for fun. Like, we're not really trying to show you guys like the most. I don't remember what we put into this campaign, but you're just going to want to add things that have to do with manual transmission, mechanics, stuff like that. So automobiles, obviously, if you're interested in cars, you're probably going to like manual transmission and mechanics. And as you can see, we have the minimum requirement that we ourselves have on ourselves.
Oh, don't forget, you guys don't go overboard with adding too many interests or just putting too much criteria there, because in the future we'll be showing you guys how to make split tests and different ads with slightly different variations in the interests themselves. So you guys want to leave it slightly broad, and then for the split tests, go into a bit more detail or change it up.
Yeah. So we have our ad here, we have the interest, we have our target potential reach, which is perfect. And what we're going to do here is go to placement. So placements is essentially where your ad is going to be placed. And obviously, if you guys don't know, Facebook owns Instagram, so Instagram is going to be one of them. But as you can see, this ad is wider, and Instagram has actually square pictures, right? Everybody knows that. So this ad will not work for Instagram. It'll not show up properly. And just to show you guys an example, we'd have to go to the next page. But anyway, we're going to check off Instagram, so make sure that we're not doing Instagram. Audience network, don't even know what that is. Messenger, not going to hit that again. And we're just going to stick with Facebook feeds because that actually converts the best. And those are the ads that you just get that look like this when you're scrolling through your page. It looks like any other post. And that's the best because, again, when somebody's on Facebook, they're not looking to be buying things, and they want to see ads that kind of fit the narrative, that fit Facebook. So make sure that your ad looks like a Facebook post, doesn't look like too out of the ordinary, not too much text, and Facebook will actually penalize you. And that's why we have so little text on this one. We made it smaller. We had it bigger before, but Facebook actually penalized us for that, and they showed it to less people.
We should also mention the tool that you can use to actually upload your ad image just to check in advance if there's too much text. What's that called again?
You just go on Google and you can just type in Facebook ad text. And then here, it'll be called text overlay tool on Facebook. Here, you just go on this, click upload, and yeah, you just upload it there, okay? And then it'll take like a couple seconds, and it'll tell you. So here, also you can check the devices that you want this to be shown on. If you just want mobile or desktop, up to you. I'd suggest split testing at first. So have it both and then see which one's giving you the most link clicks, which one's giving you the cheaper link clicks, and focus on that. If you're selling an iPhone specific product or an Android specific product, you can click here. Or if you're selling the feature phones only, which is, like Samsung, like Galaxy S7 or whatever they're on, S10, whatever, or, iPhone 10, feature phones only, not the bullshit phones that are like trash. Okay, here, set your minimum budget to $5 or $3, whatever you want. Obviously, the more money you spend, the more data you're going to get. And
you have to remember, we're doing this in Canadian right now. So if you're in US, it will obviously be roughly $3 or $3.5 US. I wouldn't go over that. You don't really need to.
Yeah. Okay, so 7 days click. I'm going to hit 7 days click. So that's going to track them over 7 days. It's going to keep them in the cookie for 7 days. And Lowest cost. Don't set a bid cap. Don't worry about it. And then just hit continue. Now here is where you're actually going to be designing the ad. So here we'll write something like add picture 1. Okay. If it's a video, you'll write add video 1, or something to describe it so you know which picture or ad you're talking about. Obviously, we only have one picture for this ad, so it's not going to get too confusing for us, but figure out a way that you want to name it for yourself. Again, this is naming the ad itself, so the picture itself. Okay, differentiate however you would like. Doesn't really matter. It's totally up to you, but this is how we like to do it. Add picture 1. Okay, hit on single image.
Now, you guys can either do single image or single video. I don't recommend you do carousel, slideshow, or collection, even though that's available, simply because they convert less and it looks a lot more like someone's trying to sell you something than simply a post that you just happen to be interested in. And that's what we're going for, something a lot more natural and not blatantly trying to sell to people left and right.
Where is our ad? Okay, so I can't find our ad right now. It's in a PSD format, so I'm just gonna upload this as an example. It doesn't matter. Like, you know what our ad looks like. It'll look like that on a Facebook post. I'm not about to...
I'm pretty sure that's a square one. That was actually meant for Instagram. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, this one was meant for Instagram, so we're just gonna keep it that way, but just imagine that we uploaded the other one. And here, what you're gonna do is basically write some text, and in your first piece of text, you wanna just write something to capture their attention. So if it has to do with cars, I like to just put a picture of a car. Okay, and write
this one's for the car lovers, or car lovers will love this, or tag one of your friends who loves his car. Essentially something that grabs their attention and lets people know what general category it is. So you want 3 things in your text. You want something that grabs their attention at the beginning, something that lets people know that it's limited, something that's essentially limited run, limited time, or limited quantity. And the third point that you want to include is a call to action and like a closing statement. So something that actually motivates people to go ahead and click the link.
Yeah. So here, I'll add like something like a clock. They have... Oops, sorry, I'm clicking the wrong buttons. So here, like, you can scroll down. You can go find the hourglass, or whatever, anything that shows scarcity. So right here, obviously,
I would even, like, not a bad idea is to say this offer is only available for the first 10 people. Now, obviously, that's not true. Even if 20 people click on that offer, it's still available to them. However, it creates a sense of urgency and motivates people to actually go ahead and click on that link.
Okay, so you can write like limited quantity available, something like that. Just shows scarcity, limited quantity available. Again, guys, this isn't rocket science here. You don't have to write too much. People aren't even going to be reading it. They're mostly looking at the picture. And then finally, just write like a get yours today. Okay, and then something that points to a link. Put your link in there, like whatever. And then post the link in here. Obviously, go on Bitly. So you guys obviously know Bitly. It's just like a link shortener. Post your link in there. So RedTube.
Now, I don't recommend you advertise porn sites. Your Facebook ads account will be banned.
Yeah, so do that. Go back to your link. Copy paste it in there. Headline.
Now, the headline is the part right underneath right here beside learn more. So for the bold text, you want something that causes them to act now. So something along the lines of shop now, get offer. Whether you put something underneath doesn't really matter. Most people don't read that little link description at the bottom. So this is the only text that really matters right here, the headline.
Yeah. Okay, something like that, right? I wouldn't actually write that, write it like a keychain. And then, yeah, that would be it. That would be how you'd make an ad. And then here you can change the call to action button. Learn more is obviously not what we want here. What we want to write is get offer. And bam, that's your ad. That's what it's going to look like. And we can even hit preview ad. Where is it? Right here? Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, you just click send notification. You can look at the ad, how it would look, but that's exactly how it would look. Click this button. That's how it's going to look in a Facebook feed. I mean, a mobile feed. This is desktop feed. And lastly, most important part if you're running an ad is make sure that your Facebook pixel is on, guys. Make sure this ID number is the one that you find on your Shopify store. And I'll show you guys that. I guess I'll just show you guys that right now.
Yeah, just show them how to add that pixel just in case. You don't want people to...
So if you go in preferences, under your online store, hit preferences. And right here, you're going to see a Facebook Pixel ID. That's the Facebook Pixel ID. So it ends in 15. You'd go back. I have a video showing you how to make a Facebook Pixel, but it's essentially just going here, clicking create. You go create it. Go back to your to your Shopify store. Click change. Copy paste. I mean, you probably won't have a Facebook Pixel, so you'll just paste into like a bar like this, and that's really it. That's how easy it is. So just make sure that...
And you only have to really do it once. You don't have to... It's not like every single time you create an ad, you have to repost your Facebook Pixel.
Yeah, you don't have to do it more than once, okay? And then turn off offline events, and that's going to be it. And there's going to be a missing field, obviously, because I didn't post a link. Yeah, I didn't post a website URL, but obviously I'm not actually publishing this ad. And that's going to be it. You're going to hit confirm. Facebook is going to go check it out, make sure that it's a good ad, make sure there's nothing that violates terms of service. And that's going to be it, guys. You're going to have a fully functioning Facebook ad. And yeah, that's it. That's how easy it is to make a Facebook ad. There's no science behind it. Everybody makes it out to be something so difficult, but really it isn't. It's a very powerful tool to use Facebook ads because you have so much power in terms of your ad sets and what you can target people on. But other than that, it's very simple, right? They make it very user-friendly, as you can see, very simple. Nothing too overwhelming here, guys. It's really that simple, right? And you don't have to write anything super genius. And that's going to be it. Click confirm, done. That does it for this video, guys. Dennis, unless you want to add anything.
Not that I can think of. I mean, as I said before, this one is for the beginners. So once you've actually created this ad and let it run for a couple days, then we can show you how to do split tests and create different data sets so that you can actually test it out and see which one works best and which one actually converts best. But that's for another video. So for now, that's it.
Yeah, so that's it, guys. Anyway, don't forget, definitely check out our Discord group. Join it.
The link will be down below.
Yeah, the link is the very first link in the description. You can come here, talk to us. It's the best way to talk to us, I think, now. Instead of Instagram messaging me.
I personally don't use Facebook, so like if any of you guys try to contact me on Facebook, like I just won't end up responding, and not because I don't want to. I simply just don't check my Facebook enough. Whereas on Discord, I'm almost there all the time, as is Matthew. So you guys can always feel free to contact us, reach out, ask any questions, and we'll be happy to help.
Yeah, and plus, like, there's going to be discussions there that you can go over and, see if somebody else asks a question that we've already answered, and then you can get answers and questions.
And so it's a lot more organized and easier to use than Facebook, and you guys will find the stuff you need a lot faster.
Yeah, and we'll even have voice channels here, so we'll be in those voice channels just talking to you guys every once in a while. Anyway, guys, that does it for this video. Don't forget, next video will be uploaded on Wednesday, then Friday, and then a live stream on Sunday. Every Sunday, we're going to be live streaming, talking about things that we've taught this week. Make sure you guys are understanding all the concepts, making sure that we're answering all your questions. So we'll hopefully see you Sunday night. And that does it for this video, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what videos you want to see next, questions, concerns. And yeah, we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Peace.